tea time! Oh, I'm going to have a lime one now. Okay, hello driver. Due to engineering works between here and Margate, there have been minor delays around this area, but it seems to be very minor. Nevertheless, start by picking up passengers here. Done. I can do that. Let's put that into forward. Do that. Map thingy. What's wrong with map thingy? Dave, what's wrong with map thingy? It didn't change. Okay, let's see what happens when we get moving. Lime tea sounds appalling. Hey there, Wilberforce. Oh, if you're watching Bailey, or when you're watching this one's for you, mate. Might as well, you know, mess about with the camera while we're waiting. Right, the adjacent train is running behind. We have been granted permission to depart first. Thank you. Stop being annoying. Alright, we're clear to go. 16-Bourne next stop. What's my favourite dinosaur? I don't really have a favourite dinosaur. GMPF Bit, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. So I decided I would start off by roaring out of the platform, paying no heed at all to the speed limit. That's a good start. Lord Mastodon, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Right, crossing over to the correct line. We've already got a speed up to 25. Do I have a pet? We have a couple of cats. Four more until 3,400. Wow. If you haven't pressed the follow button so far, guys, hit the follow button. We're almost at 3,400. That's epic. Right, well, when they do engine driver, I have no idea, Dan, not a clue. I don't think Steve was in today. I don't know if he was out of the office doing something, but certainly if him not being in the office would be a good indicator of why it hasn't gone live, I guess. We've got up to 85. We got 4.3 to Sittingbourne, and we're currently running at a second, 2 seconds ahead of schedule, folks. 2 seconds, ooh, 3 seconds. Wow, rocking it. Hey there, train boy. I am doing fine, thank you. Didn't I make a cup of tea a minute ago? Ooh, 90 limits. I'll get my cup of tea. Someone remind me to get my tea when we get to the station. Get a little well stewed by the time we get to the station. We're about 13 seconds ahead of schedule now. It doesn't count if we get fake subscribers. Followers, rather. Be careful, subscriber means something entirely different on Twitch. Yeah, 3,100 subscribers on Twitch would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Right, we're a good 30-40 seconds ahead of schedule now, so... jam the brakes on. Enjoy your TJ class fan. Enjoy. Might need to run the Bergen line again because it's been extended to Secaucus Junction, Hoboken. I was just looking at that again today, actually, at work. So I will make sure I re-download it and look at the latest version. Yay! Now I can take my foot off. The DSD works properly on this, in that if I take my foot off the pedal, it sets the alarm off. Sorry about flipping the camera around like that. Unload that tea bag. Oh, let's get some lime goodness going on here. Cheers, folks. Oh, yes. That is epic. Morgan Allen, the roller coaster route is coming up in about an hour or so. We're doing the Butterfield line next, and then we're going to do Forest Rush after that. Which scenario are we on? We're on the second scenario, Tyrone. We just started it. Lime tea, are you insane? No. Lime tea, look. See? Lime tea. Right, I need to go. Stop distracting me. How about I put it in gear first, shall we? There we go. 90 mile an hour. No, it's not mint tea. I don't really like mint tea, which is odd because I quite like mint. I'd be honest, I didn't think I'd like lime tea, but lemon tea is what I actually want. Every workshop where you have to start the scenario at a certain time for it not to crash. That's interesting, Daniel. That suggests it's missing an asset which only shows up at a particular time of day. Or there's something wrong with one of those assets that shows up at a particular time of day. Forest route, it's a little roller coaster route. It doesn't take very long, but it's been beautifully done. It's very good. Well, I might do it actually. I might do it after this and then do it again afterwards. Just because it's really good fun. And it's only 5 minutes. Right, so I'm currently up at a 90 limit, but we do have a 70 restriction coming up. Yeah, lemon tea's nice. It's what I normally have. Dropping the speed to 70. Sugar in tea? Yeah. No. Next stop is Raynham. See you later, Josh. That's really odd, Dan. I've not heard of that before. Lemon zinger and English breakfast. My favourite lemon is the Jackson's Centre Green Tea. Have I seen any of the Jason Bourne movies? I've seen all the Jason Bourne movies and I've read all the Jason Bourne books, except I kind of ran out of steam with the the ones that were ghost written, the newer ones, because I just don't like them. But the original trilogy is amazing. How are you live in Raynham but the Essex version? Oh, we should be going not too far from where you are then as we go through Dagenham. Oh, be that a yellow. With clear perfect access for my smacketh button. Nope, I've got a green. Boo, no smacking. Cheers, hope to see you now. Yeah, make sure you send me that video for the pump cart. I'm looking forward to seeing the pump cart videos. Coming into Raynham, we're still aiming to be about just under a minute ahead of schedule. It's Gouger, welcome. Extreme Trains, oh yeah, Extreme Trains was awesome. That guy made trains cool, which is pretty awesome actually. 6-car stop. That means stop. Stop. Move the 6-car stop down the platform, please. Thank you. Right. Well, Moggy, he was a fairly typical over-the-top American broadcaster, and you either like that style of broadcasting, or it gets annoying. It is a style, and I quite like it actually. I think it was interesting because I've not seen sort of trains put forward in that way before. Hello, Javelino. Let's have a look outside, shall we? Just nearly spilled tea everywhere. We've got one of these on the One House Model Railway, but we've got two. We've got the completely. Oh, I've got the white one, the Olympic for special edition that they did, and this one, the blue one. And they're both 6-car units. Is it time to go yet? Come on, time to go. Gillingham. Ah, we're going to get through Rayners Lane in a minute. I'm sort of wary about leaving the cab. We're going to get all sorts of alarms going off, aren't we? But oh, right then. Where's my spotting point? I think I've gone past it. Use a mouse. That's what I want. There it is. Smarts Crossing. This is where Cameron and I sit and do train spotting sometimes. Dave, aka Rodney, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. BNSF, if you modify track, it changes the route, which means you'll need to clone the route and put your own version of the route up. That'll work, but it's a whole new version of a route for a railfan scenario, which is possibly excessive. That's why what I suggested in my tutorial was to put the railfan loco on a piece of track you're not going to use. Howie, where is it based? The One House Model Railway is based in if you mean where is it physically located, it's located in a village called One House, where my parents live. If you mean where is it modelled after, nowhere in particular. Will I try Danny's London route combination? Someone makes a scenario, absolutely. That clears the AWS alarm and gets us down to 60. Cheers, First Gear Sims. Gillingham coming up. This is the depot, the level crossing I always get stopped at. Howie, if you, I think it's exclamation mark One House, maybe one of the moderators can confirm, but there's a link to the YouTube channel for One House Model Railway. You can take a look at what we do. There you go, it is that. Thanks very much, Dave. How many of the workshop routes did I miss? We're not started yet. We're doing other scenarios first. Already subbed. Oh, nice one. Workshop routes start from the next one. Oops, put on that back. Oh, hello, they've separated. We've hit 3,400 followers. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone. BNSF, no, timetable scenarios can't be uploaded to Workshop. You'll need to convert it to a standard scenario if you've already done that. Air lazy is the benefit of the Xbox controller. You can kind of go a bit crazy with the camera. Is it published to free roam? Published free roams? Yes, it is. Should be anyway. Of course, I left the up. Right, time to go. Yeah, free roam should certainly be possible to publish Tyrant 1. It's difficult to explain about timetable mode. Essentially, it's they don't work the way they were originally intended to work, and it's not encouraged to use them. Thanks for the host there, Twarog. Going down a hill here. Next station is Chatham, which is the local station for the office. Bye, Serge UK. Thanks for joining. No worries at all, Twarog. I don't want my streaming to stop other people streaming. That's totally not the point. Right, reducing to 30. This is a route I ought to be able to make an effort to learn, because I enjoy driving it, and it's not a particularly complicated route. How far from the station is DGG Towers? I'll generally point you in the right direction once we get there, but I don't think there's anything even remotely modelled. Can you do multiplayer on TS 2016? No, you can't, I'm afraid. Train spotting scenarios are just generally implemented as standard scenarios, F3 Francois. And I want to learn Riviera. I want to learn all the routes. Ah. Oh well, we made it to the 8-car stop and we missed that too. We made it to the 10-car stop. Right, let's pretend there's another 4 cars on this train. Yeah, everyone cool with that? Good. Right, while we're waiting for this. Chatham Station, everybody. So if we go over here, that's the dockyard, that's the ropery. I think that actually it's in this general area is where the office is actually intended to be. I think somewhere around this general area, maybe a bit further down, but the scenery doesn't go this far out, so just realised I have loads of air warnings going off in the cab because I haven't put it in neutral. That's it, we're in neutral now. QWERTY streaming as well, is he? Fabulous. If you haven't followed QWERTY yet, folks, make sure you go and follow QWERTY. Find my house. Oh, my house is way back from the track. It wouldn't be on this route, not even remotely. Oh look, there's our train. Back in the cab. Well, that's what I thought. Back and forwards. Right. Aren't the towers in the distance? No, we don't work in a tower, BNSF. You got Soldier Summit tonight, Swearrock. Oh, that route is awesome. Make sure you crank up the braking difficulty. And then do a downhill scenario. If you can only get one thing, Deadly Dorito, get the Mega Pack. Right, put it back in neutral. Yeah, there's DTG Towers just over here, look. The photos used to model the buildings, as many are recognisable. DJ Dan, the photos are not actually used directly on the buildings, but they're almost certainly used. They are definitely used as very much references. Strood, we're going over the bridge now. We'll get some decent speed up in a little while once we get to Ebbsfleet. Let this stallion run free. Spaderman. Cheers, Talon. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Deadly Dorito, I thought it was due out today, but I guess either we're wrong or there's been a problem. Either way, it'll be up when it's ready to go. Are we all going all the way to London? Yes, Air Lazy. This one goes all the way to St Pancras. It doesn't take too long once we get off the slow lines. Right, going over the bridge. And of course, going over the bridge, you have to take a look at the submarine. Okay, it's modelled as distant scenery, but hey, the submarine is there. Can't complain. No, you can't complain. Stop complaining. And I'm speeding now, all because of you folks. It is your fault. Blame Twitch. Blame chat, sorry, blame chat. Right, scrolling down, slowing down for the 15. Why is it on its side? Because it's beached. That's why it's there. It's a Russian submarine that beached. Yeah, Air Lazy, the submarine is there in real life. Blame Fringe. Well, the submarine is visible from the route, but the TTG offices aren't, Stargate King, so... Hang on, if I stop at the 6 point, I'm not all in the station. Oh, we're early, so... Kilo class. I can't remember Amarillo. I did look it up. Maybe that's why you lengthened the platforms. Well, you clearly didn't lengthen it quickly enough, Amarillo. You don't know how to put PDFs in the description. No, HTML is what you want to do there, BNSF, not PDF. Is there an outside chance we're going beyond 2 you know what? It wouldn't surprise me, but after we get this run done, and so this is 70 minutes run. The next one, the first workshop route, I'm going to do the roller coaster next. Then, because that's only 5 minutes. Then the next one is 70 minutes, which is the Butterfield. Assuming my scenario works. So I wrote a quick scenario for that, and we'll see whether it works. If it doesn't, then we'll at least get 40 minutes, and we'll see the majority of the route. For the upcoming giveaway, are there any routes on order? Yeah, I've got a couple of copies of Semmering Barn in the pot, and I think one Rosenheim. I'm not sure there's much else in the way of routes, though. Right. But I'm going to see what I can do. Sweet talk a certain someone. Right, we're on our way almost. 15.7. Bit of a downhill coming out of Strood. You have pot. No, that's not what I said, Stargate King. Sander might do that actually. Let me. I'll send you a message in a minute. I should add the Mosel Valleys. That's the route I really want. Well, that's a third party, and to be honest, it's unlikely third parties will get into the prize pot unless they offer it up, because that's their products. I can't give away their products without their permission. How did you get DTG to agree to giving free stuff to random strangers? You're not random strangers. You're viewers. You're awesome. Why don't I sacrifice my copies of every route to put in the prize pot? No, I can't do that anyway, because they're once you know how it works for Steam. Once they're in your account, that's it. And besides, I don't get them. I get them automatically activated because I'm actually I'm on Steam as a developer, so that everything just all of the Train Sim DLC just gets automatically added. Right, next station is Gravesend, 6 miles. When am I going to do 24-hour stream again, Gav? It'll be April sort of time. I haven't decided exactly when I'm going to do it, but something around that sort of time. And I need to just work out what I'm happy for the charity to be. 5.1 miles to Gravesend. Currently going to be about 20 seconds late. Boo! How long will the 24-hour stream last? Well, if it was like the last one, about 25 hours. Cheers, Dan. Dedicated streaming PC fund. No, the 24-hour streams are for charity. That's why I do those. Who Junction? Where are you at, Tullen? Riviera in the 50 scenario, Train Boy. Is it on the suggestion list? If it is, then I will get to it eventually. Gravesend 2.2 miles. Got speed reduction to 50 coming up. Right, I think we just got the warning for the reduction to 50. It's called Kingswear Box Wagons. Alright then, I will take a look at that, Train Boy. Is it me, or was that signal showing nothing? Kind of paranoid now. Is it me, or have we got nothing on the signals now? Yep, the signals have all gone dark. What's going on? Oh, now we've got a signal. Right, we're pulling in, coming off the main line so we can stop at Gravesend. Yeah, I was getting a bad feeling about this one too. Yeah, it went red as I went past it. Oh, all of a sudden 15. Missed that entirely. Blame Minecrafters. How come my train sim isn't multiplayer compatible? Multiplayer is a huge job. Unless it's designed from the outset to be multiplayer, you can't just magically make it multiplayer. Well, I tried tabbing and nothing happened. Which is probably because it was a non-red signal, so it was nothing to tab, but for some reason it wasn't rendering them. They must have been approach control, actually. I bet that was approach control that they were failing to show. Or the junction a warning. Got a foot arrest. Morgan, what train am I using? It's the 040 with 3 wagons, what they call the small freight consist. Just a quick drive. Dovetail should make a Minecraft route for train sim, and then I'd play it non-stop. Why does it say no image expected here? Because if it said nothing, you wouldn't know if the monitor was dead or if it was just not showing anything. So when they don't want to show anything, they actually say no image expected here. It's a bit like when in a book it says this page intentionally left blank and everyone takes the mickey out of it. Well, if it didn't say anything at all, you wouldn't know whether or not the printing had failed on that page and actually you were missing a bit, or if it was a blank page. And by saying this page intentionally left blank, you know for sure that it's a blank page. That's why they do that, and that's exactly that. That's exactly the same as this page intentionally left blank. Get to go in a minute. Hot Rod! I'm afraid I can't talk about any plans for content. Oops, I should probably stick it in gear, that'll be useful. Put it forward, there we go. Right, 30 limit as we get back onto the line. Nuclear miner, are we almost done? Well, I get to Ebbsfleet in 2 miles, and then we're express with 1 stop at Stratford into St Pancras, and we'll be doing the full speed of this train to get that bit of the journey done. HS1 equal thrash. Absolutely. Ah, these signals are showing the flashing aspect. The next station is Ebbsfleet. Thank you for choosing Pedalston Rails. Remember, if you want to go to Knebworth, don't board our train. Swing around into Ebbsfleet International, then do the power change. No, this isn't the Nebworth route, Frisco. This is London Faversham. Nebworth is on London Peterborough. Right, we're on the new line now. How far do 375s run? Well, they carry on. Where I've just turned off, they would carry on and go to, I can't remember what it's called, but the other Ebbsfleet station, and then they'd carry on to Victoria. They would also have turned off at Strood and gone, carried on, sorry, instead of turning off at Strood. And I think that is, or is that the one that goes to Victoria? I can't remember. But they don't go down this bit of the route. This is for the new trains. Right, it's time to get the power change done once we've stopped. Put it in neutral. Right, so let's switch to CTRL. Ah, come on. That's it, we're up. We've got pantographs now. Oh, both ended up at Victoria via different routes. There you go. Stephen Jam, what you have to remember is that Danny is joining routes rather than doing lots of route building. Lots of route building is very time consuming. He did a little bit of route building to join the South London network up with on the London to the Bedford route, but St Pancras to Dover, yeah, Air Lazy, that's one of the lines coming out of this way. Is there a plane that goes from St Pancras to Faversham? Yeah, there is. This one. The Javelins do, the 395s. Just not the 375s. Alright. DSD on. Alright. Let's go. We can actually confirm on here as well. It says KPH, which is it switches over once we switch on to overhead lines. The unit of speed changes over to kilometres per hour, because that's how speeds are measured on the TVM 430 lines of high speed 1. Right, TVM 430's come on. We have an 80 kmh limit applied. Usually we get the full 225 by the time we get into the tunnel. Got 100. Coplopamau is what you just said, metric pointing to the right way to do it. Hopefully we'll get the... there's another TVM district as we come in here. 801s can't run dual power with their overhead trains, but the 800s are electrodiesel. They can run diesel or electric. Right, we have 225. Passenger view. Such as it is under the ground. I know what you meant, Coplopamau, but I chose to read it a different way. QWERTY Afro streaming Flight Sim X, according to this. Now we're speeding up a bit. We're going under the River Thames at the moment, and we come out here just next to the QE2 bridge, crossing the M25, or crossing under the M25. Still got a good 225, so we've got a clear line ahead of us. TVM will slow us down if it comes to it. There's the M25, and there is the QE2 bridge. Always tempted to reapply the smoothing to this route now, because the smoothing code has been improved, and if you re-smooth the track, it'd be a lot more gentle. Coming up on 225. Actually, I probably don't need the HUD anymore. Let's go without the HUD. Let's wing it, shall we? How bad can it get? No, don't answer that. Dougal55, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Right, we're about to go underground. They're just coming up a Dagenham area at the moment. That was where the line splits off, if I remember rightly. It'll split off to the left in a minute. And then we'll shoot down under the tunnel. Let's get sped back up again. There's the windmills, that's Dagenham on the left. See, now there's something to see over here. Right, going under for Tunnel 2. We're now under. When we start rising, we'll be on the way to Stratford Station. I believe we're stopping at Stratford. Yeah, we're stopping at Stratford. Going this fast without the HUD. Nothing can go wrong! I don't want to enable the cab light Coplopper now. Not supposed to drive with the cab light on. Right, we should start rising shortly, I think. I think actually TVM will slow me down for the station as well. Yeah, it will. Next marker coming up. Is that Barking we just passed under? Probably. Oh, look at this. I think I'm actually slowing down too fast, because I think I'm supposed to be at the next signal doing these speeds. No, flashing always means negative, Koploppermau. I haven't touched the brake. Other than putting the brake on in the first instance, I have not touched the brake. Should be the 100, I think. Nope, 80. And that brings us into Stratford. Ayrtons, I'm driving through people's houses because I'm driving underneath them. Right, on 80. Seb22B, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Right, coming into the platform now. Yeah, St Pancras straight after this. That's a 6-car stop, we're all in. How did we do? Oh, almost spot on to the second. Sorry about the camera, folks, I just need to turn my heating off. This properly. Stratford International Station. Oh, it's time to go to St Pancras. Right, turn the HUD off again. St Pancras, here we go. 80 km/h into the tunnel. The ramp is used by Eurostar trains to go up to Temple Mills Yard, which is where the Eurostar trains are maintained. Tunnel 1, which takes us all the way through London to St Pancras. Whitemead, yeah, more than happy to give it a test. A good American workshop scenario you should download. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Air Lazy, how do I know all this? Well, first thing is I used to live in the area. Temple Mills Yard is right next door to the Asda at Leighton, which used to be my superstore I used to go to. Getting a speed reduction here. And also where I used to go train spotting for a little while. I've also been involved with the escapes when they did the when they did safety testing on the Eurostar to make sure that the fire emergency plans all still worked. I got involved with the testing for that, which was quite cool. So I learned a bit about the Eurostar then. Plus I learned a bit from the guys that made the route here at Dovetail when they were looking at various things. They found all sorts of things out. Nitroblast, yes, I work for Dovetail Games. Going a bit slow now. Air Lazy, the safety test was basically there were 2 Eurostars at St Pancras, and they loaded up 1 Eurostar with as many people as they could find to fit on it. So they fully loaded it, I think, to 800 people, which is the maximum. First Eurostar, the empty one, went off and left in front of us. And then we left a little while after, and then once we got into Tunnel 1, this one on the other side, heading out of St Pancras, the train applied emergency brakes and stopped, which was quite cool. Once it stopped, we then had to disembark the train, walk along these little corridors, these things here you can see here, walk along here, go into the central area, and walk across to the other tunnel, this one, where the other Eurostar was waiting for us. We then all got onto the new Eurostar, or the other Eurostar, sorry, and then we carried on the journey. And then when we got into Tunnel 2, they repeated the whole thing again, and we had another emergency stop, got everybody out, crossed back into the other tunnel, and the original train we were on was waiting for us, so we all got on that one. Then they took us out to wherever the name of the place is just before it joins up with the old high-speed line, that I can't remember. I want to say Westinghouse, but that's not it. And then they ran us at 300 km/h all the way back to St Pancras, which was the first time they'd had the public on a 300 km/h train in the UK, I think, which was pretty awesome. Ebbsfleet, no, it wasn't Ebbsfleet. I can't remember what the speed limit is in here. Not that it matters, my speedometer's in kph. Why aren't the Virgin livery on the 390? Because of the licensing. All logos have to be licensed, and at the moment Virgin aren't too fussed about having their logos in the game. Oh, we've got a yellow. It was probably Nebworth. Well, no, we stopped, so it can't be Nebworth. Right, speedometer's in kph. That speed is in miles per hour. So I think we're supposed to be doing about 40 kph through here. Remember rightly. Yeah, we're only doing 20. The game doesn't switch back to miles per hour as you do this little bit here. This is actually Belgian signalling, if I remember rightly. There's 3 different signalling systems, although they don't think it's actually just implemented as colour light, UK colour light on the route, but in reality it's actually Belgian signalling, I think, in St Pancras. Spam check, there's never been an official Virgin. I mean, there are reskins that have been put out, but there's certainly no official stuff from Virgin. Why do they use different signalling? That I couldn't tell you. Because I don't know, rather than anything else. How do we do? We're early. Rock on. Shouldn't they be using French signalling? I don't know. I don't know why they've built it the way they have. All I know is they have. Oops. It's alright, Howie. I'm glad Bailey. I hope Bailey enjoys it. Will the 373 ever come to TS? Again, it's down to licensing. It's, you know, if Eurostar are interested in getting involved, then there's a possibility, but it's all down to licensing. Right, we made it into St Pancras Station, undisturbed by the delays at the start. Good job, driver. Enjoy your lunch. Target's complete. 11 out of 11. Yes. Ignore those speeding. Ignore them. They're lying. Could have parked a bus in that space. Yeah, absolutely. A minibus. Okay. So, let me do something real quick, and then we'll do the roller coaster real quick.